It is, of course, Easter Sunday, so many of us will be tucking into a roast lamb for lunch today.
Yes, Tara Walker from East Coast Cookery School is showing us how to make the perfect roast. Morning, Tara.
Morning,
Good
Tara.
morning.
Where do we start?
Good morning. Yeah, so I have a lovely big roast leg of lamb going on today.
Good stuff.
And I'm just prepping the lamb first. It just takes a couple of minutes, but it's actually very easy to do once you've done this little bit. So I've just poked lots of little holes. I've just made incisions with the tip of my knife all around. And I'm popping little slices of garlic in and a little bit of rosemary into them.
Beautiful.
The classic combo, isn't it?
Exactly, yeah. This is very much your traditional Easter Sunday fare, you know. And
It's a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
though,
It
with
is,
lamb
isn't
and
it
rosemary,
lovely?
Yeah.
And you can see here, I just have lumps of carrot, celery and onion, like very roughly chopped in the bottom of the tray as well, and that'll just help with the flavour a little bit as well. And I'm just going to season it, a little bit of salt and pepper.
It's not like a roast chicken we used to rub butter on it or anything, is it?
No,
Or-
it's actually, like lamb would have a lot of fat itself. So I would kind of be trying to reduce the amount of fat going on here as opposed to putting oil on
Yeah.
it or anything like that. And also to help along with the flavour, I just douse it in a little bit of soy sauce
Ooh.
and a
Interesting
little
one.
bit of Worcestershire sauce, and that just helps.
Oh, lovely.
Worcester sauce helps everything, doesn't it?
Does
does.
the bit of umami in there, but what it does really is it's helping the gravy more than anything.
Yeah.
And then just a little cup of water going in as well.
Could you use a stock if
And
you
that's
wanted
it.
there?
You
Tara,
could,
yeah.
definitely, yeah, absolutely. And then we're just going to pop it into the oven. So this is going to take a good kind of 2.5 hours.
Okay.
What you can do for Mother's Day recently, I actually put a leg of lamb on earlier on in the day at about 2 o'clock. Brought my mother out for a few hours.
Very good.
Had it at 140 in the oven
Great.
for about 5 hours, and that was delicious as well. So whatever suits you, really.
Did you give some to your mother?
I did.
She can that, yeah.
And I'm going to get a
home.
start on the gravy now. So I have a little bit of butter and a little bit of flour, equal quantities to make a roux. And we're just going to cook that out a little bit. You want it, I probably won't have time now, but normally you'd want to let that roux go even a little brown colour, sort of.
Right.
So you have a brown roux there. And just cook it out a little bit. And then you can add your tomato puree in.
Lovely.
And eventually then you're going to use the juices.
Exactly, like the juices are all
That's the
important.
key.
And while your lamb's in the oven, keep an eye on it. Make sure the juices haven't, the water that we put in at the bottom, just make sure it
Hasn't
hasn't dried
cooked
out.
away, yeah.
Sorry,
Add
by the way,
another little
you
cup in.
didn't cover that lamb.
No, but I would keep an eye on it, and if it was starting to get very dark on the top,
Yeah.
I might put a little bit of
Cover it,
tin
yeah.
foil on it. But I like the kind of, I want to get that nice brown
Yeah.
caramelisation on the outside.
Crispy bits. On the outside.
Exactly, yeah. So here, there's a tomato puree mixed in with my roux. This is my little flavour base, a little bit of red wine.
Lovely.
And ordinarily you'd let that bubble up and disappear before you'd add any stock in. And I just have a stock cube then. And we're going to let that simmer for a good hour or two. Like I would actually have this on the hob on a very low temperature the whole time that the
Flipping
lamb was in
away,
the oven.
yeah.
Yeah. So it
Stock
doesn't
cube
look...
is, I've noticed you can get lamb stock cubes.
Yes,
can't
that's
you?
what I have there, yep.
Lovely.
And just cook it out a little bit longer than that normally. Add your stock in. Let it bubble up. And after a few hours, it's going to look like this.
I
So
can quite
the time
happily just
really gives.
sit there and blip away for a couple
Absolutely,
of
and
hours.
that's what I've done with this
So
one.
you leave it on a low heat for a few hours.
Exactly, yeah.
Right, okay.
This has had about 3 hours, this one.
Wow.
Yeah, so it should be
Liquid
really
gold.
tasty.
Absolutely.
And then the lamb itself, so here's one I prepared earlier, of course, has been resting. It's important to let it rest.
Right.
So you'd want to let it rest for at least half an hour.
Okay.
Oh,
There
look
we
at that.
go.
Look at that bad boy.
And you might
Boy.
just pass me the chopping board there.
Certainly.
Thank you very much. And we just let it sit on there. Thank you very much.
See you now, lads. All the best.
Handy the way the butcher put a handle on it for you.
And look at this now. This is the all-important essence. So the gravy is going to
The
just
nectar.
be elevated. If you were to taste the gravy now, like, it would be nice.
Yeah.
But this is what's really going to give it the edge, you know, that really lovely meatiness. So I
Beautiful.
pop the
Strainer.
whole thing in.
No.
Yeah, I actually prefer to put it all in
Oh,
and then
right.
strain it when
Cook
I'm
it away.
about to serve it. Yeah.
Oh, very good.
So, and actually, if I was working on gas, I'd even deglaze my tray as well,
Yeah.
if I could. Just pop a little bit of water onto it.
Beautiful.
So let that come up to a little bubble, and then strain it at the last minute. But because what we're going to do is we're going to try and really squish all those juices and all the fruit. Oops.
Oh, dear.
Making a mess.
Careful there.
Whoopsie. And in it goes.
Should still be enough for us.
Oh yes, I think
Oh,
so.
there'll be plenty. Don't you worry.
But look at this, you see this lovely unctuousness. This is
wanna
what I wanted
squeeze
to,
all the
yeah, I
goodness
wanted
out
to
of
get
that?
all that. And even on the bottom of your
Unctuous.
sieve, there's going to be loveliness.
Beautiful.
And then I have a gravy boat here. Thankfully, I didn't spill it all. There we go. And then I just threw a few
Lovely
roast
jubbly.
potatoes in the oven.
Oh,
I didn't
Tara.
go through them, but just have to have roast potatoes with your Sunday lamb, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah.
Here we go.
Would you get a dollop of mintiness in there? or-
Absolutely. And actually, what I popped here was a little bit of three-cornered leek. I just got it from the garden. My friend's
Three-cornered
garden,
leek?
actually. And it's actually like wild garlic, very similar to wild garlic. And I
You
just...
want to mean now?
Yeah, we've
Three-cornered
and
leek?
in the last couple of weeks now we've had wild garlic featuring.
Have you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
people are
Time of year.
raving about it.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah,
Tara.
it's lovely. And like, this is just a little bit of butter and a little bit of water. Just melt it down a little bit, wilt it down. And it's just a nice kind of freshness against the
Different. It's
lamb.
not garlicky as such, is it? It's more
No.
herby, isn't it?
So,
Beautiful leek is beautiful.
There we
It's
go.
Who's
just-
carving?
yes. Do you want to go, Simon, or will I
Simon.
go?
I wouldn't be the greatest carver
okay.
in the world now.
Let's go in.
No,
Really?
I don't do the carving.
So,
just
yeah,
the
a leg
eating.
of lamb is not always that easy to carve, to be fair.
There you see.
There we go.
It's the cooking
And
and
look,
the eating
there's
right
the
there.
little bit of garlic that we had stuffed in.
Nice.
What's hard about carving? It's just sawing.
Well, it's on the it's on the bone.
Sorry.
So here
Why
we go.
didn't you carve it then? Anyway, he's also Jackson.
All right, well,
Tara, huh?
Look at that. And some people don't like lamb because they think it's a bit fatty, but
No, and
You cooked
actually,
out
if
all
you've
the fat
cooked it
there,
out
yeah.
for a good long time, like I have here, it should be pretty.
But you say the key is resting.
we're done
Yes,
for
it
time.
is.
But we would like
Yes,
to have a
please,
taste, wouldn't
have
we?
a taste,
It
yes.
would be,
Don't worry.
would
Go
be
for it.
wrong not to. So I'll grab a little fork here. A little,
And a little bit of gravy, all important gravy.
little gravy.
Liquid
There we
gold.
go.
Thank you, Tara.
most
Delicioso.
welcome.
I'll have a taste.
Right, full details of Tara's recipe are up on our website. After the break, another big rise in house prices nationally. We're discussing next. Tommy's having a moment. See you in a minute.
Easter.